had this on a video really early in the channel. Bearing in mind this is plumbing channel, so many people commented about having a double socket underneath a kitchen sink. As far as I know, there's not a problem with it, otherwise they would not put it in there. That many people commented, I even went and spoke to an electrician, they said, yeah, there's not a problem having a double socket underneath a kitchen sink. In fact, a lot of new builds now haven't put in as standards. Right, welcome back to the channel, hope all is well. I'm just finishing popping my tools and everything back inside the van because you may or may not know, I went away a couple of weeks ago to Salamander up in Sunderland. Now, I went up in the van, me, Gav and Macaulay, who's from Smart Pipe Plumbing and Heating. We went up to Salamander, we got invited up for a couple of days to have a look at some products, have a look at some new products that are coming out, also to have a bit of an overview of something that I'm going to be able to share with you very soon that's coming out ready for installer show. Anyway, I emptied my van out and then off the back of that I went away for a few days, so my van's been completely empty. Been in and I had a service while I've been away, so I just spent the last couple of hours putting everything back into the van, having it a bit of a clean out. It's always nice when you can take everything out the van, have a bit of a hoover out of the van, take stock of what stock you've got in the van. And also what I have done, I'll take you around to the other side. The other side of this van, I've got the sliding door here now. I've had this all racked out. Now, what usually happens is I'll put stuff in here as I'm working and I'll end up just chucking random stuff in, so it just gets completely filled with rubbish and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure everyone's van's the same. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you'll know my lockup is just as bad as what my van is half the time. So we've got a little bit of an order inside there, which is always nice. So let's jump in the van. But for today, I'm sort of settling back in. It is the Friday before the bank holiday, so I've got to go and look at a couple of jobs. I've also got to go and do what is it, a kitchen tap's passing, it's leaking, so we've got change the cartridges on that. So let's go and take a look at these couple of jobs that we've got to get done and a couple of jobs that we need to have a look at to get done in the future. Right, I am back at this macerator and cooker tap install underneath this kitchen sink. We left it last time, as you may know, trying to get a fitting to come off there because this would not allow the 1.5" pipe through it. It's a European fitting. So my first idea was to go and get one of them Euro couplers from McAlpine. That screws on there fine, and then we can come off there. Then I thought, hang on a minute, we've got to have a trap on there anyway. So I picked up an inline trap, which conveniently screws straight onto the bottom of the fitting off the bottom of the macerator. Like so. All we've got to do now is pop a coupler onto that little bit of pipe that's coming through, straight elbow onto the coupler, and then straight into the bottom of that inline trap. So let's get this done, and then electrician's bin, put the double socket inside there. So that double socket, I had this on a video really early in the channel. Bearing in mind this is plumbing channel, so many people commented about having a double socket underneath a kitchen sink. As far as I know, there's not a problem with it, otherwise they would not put it in there. So that many people commented, I even went and spoke to an electrician, they said, yeah, there's not a problem having a double socket underneath a kitchen sink. In fact, a lot of new builds now haven't put in as standard. So there's one under here. The lads who did the electric here wouldn't have put one in if they weren't allowed. So we've got the socket for that, and obviously the socket for the cooker. But for now, let's get this connected up. Then we can get the cooker tap in place and finally turn the water on to the cooker tap that we've got here. We've also got to, or at least I'm not doing it, we've got to put the button for the macerator through the granite worktop. Now I specifically said I'm not drilling the granite worktop. So Scott the builder, I think he's going to do that. We've got the air hose in off the bottom of the macerator for that anyway, so we can get that done. But first of all, let's get the waste connected up. So got it all made up. We'll get some glue on that fit in there, and then pop that there straight into the bottom of the macerator. Just there. Get it tightened up. As easy as that. If I'd had them fittings here the day that I fitted it, would have been a lot easier. So let's just give a little wipe under there, get rid of that excess glue off the bottom. But for now, the waste is in. So what we're going to do now is get the cooker tap into place, which is here, and we did test fit it before. It's fairly straightforward. Cooker tap in there, obviously the plug. This has got to loop round to, if you can make it out, that little point there. That braided hose is going to go on the top here. I've just got to make that fitting into the top. And then we're basically good to go. But it is a little bit of a squeeze, so get it all connected, then I'll show you what it's like. And then we can get the water on and give it a bit of a test. So it was a bit of a squeeze, but we've managed to get it in. First thing I'm going to say is we're going to have to get that socket lifted up a little bit because the plugs are in, but the flex is actually bending quite a lot on the bottom of the cupboard. So I'm going to get them to lift that up an inch or so. Waste connected, macerator's on, water's on to the tap, hot and cold to the tap, running out fine, not an issue. They're also, apparently that double socket is fed off something to do with the oven and their weight. They can't get power onto this yet, so we can't test the cooker tap. It's in position, it's connected up, there's water in it, but we can't test it until obviously they've got the power onto it. So at least we know the waste's okay, it's not leaking. We've got hot and cold to the tap and everything's fine. So once that's powered up, we can get it tested. We are coming back here at some point anyway, but I just wanted to get this done because I know a few people were asking off the back of the last video how were you going to connect onto it. So that's how we did it. We got that inline trap onto it, connecting into the waste, and away we go. So yeah, we're getting there. We've only got left on here, I think it's the toilet on the top floor and the kitchen sink on the top floor. So when we come back, I'll give you a bit of a rundown of this whole job and show you exactly where we're at and how we're finishing it off. Right, that's that little job sorted out. We're heading over now to get another little job done. I think from memory it is a tap replacement, but it gives me a perfect opportunity for a little shout out to this video's sponsor. As always, it's YFood. Now, I've worked with YFood for the last probably 2 years. They are absolutely brilliant. And also May is their birthday month. So what YFood are going to do is give me an extra special discount code for you. But wait till the end of this and I'll let you know exactly what it is. Anyway, YFood. It's not a protein drink, it's not a diet drink, it's a meal replacement drink. Comes with 26 vitamins and minerals, 34 grams of protein, no added sugar, comes in a variety of flavour. This one, salted caramel, is my favourite at the minute. It's perfect for the sort of work that we do. Gone to that job this morning, got that done, got to shoot over and do this other job. I haven't got a chance to fly in and grab anything to eat, don't want to have any fast food, don't want to have any junk food. YFood is the perfect meal replacement. Also, YFood comes in a variety of different flavours. Let's open it up. Let's open it up and take a look what we've got. Inside this taster pack, we have got crazy coconut, happy banana, cold brew coffee, classic choco, and smooth vanilla. So what YFood are doing, as I say, as it's their birthday month, they're giving me 20% off taster packs or anything from YFood. Hit the link below. I'm going to put it in the description, also in the pinned comment. Grab yourself a taster pack. See what YFood is all about. Honestly, it's perfect. People like us, they're constantly on the go. You end up waiting till the end of the day, getting home and binge eating on, if you're anything like me, coffee, biscuits, all that sort of stuff. Grab a YFood, it'll keep you full 3 to 5 hours a day. Hit the link below in the description and you'll grab yourself 20% off, as I've said. Big shout out to YFood for sponsoring this video. Grab yourself a YFood with 20% off. Right then, first little job we've got to get onto is our little favourite tap washer. Take the little tap washer box in because it saves so much hassle and we can match them up perfectly. So let's grab the little jobbing bag and we'll pop in and take a look. So normal Friday morning job, we've got the dog park in there, hopefully he'll stop. So as you can see, we've got the tap strip in there. So as always, 2 little grub screws underneath the bottom there. We'll whip that off, take the cartridge out and swap it for one of the new ones. With the dog marking, I'll just put it on a timer, speed it up and get it done pretty quick. Right, we've got the water off. We're on a combi with this one, so I'll let it drain out and then we can get these heads off. And as I said, there's a little grub screw underneath here. So let's get onto that. A little bit further up on this, so hopefully we can get in there. That's it, and get these off. There we go. That's one. Oh, we can do it that way actually, same this side. There we go. Not get them mixed up, and then they just come off the side. I think it's similar to the one that we did a few weeks ago, to be completely honest. There we go. So obviously hot on the left, cold on the right. Let's whip the cartridge out and match it up to the new one. So it's the same with this one. These Frankie taps have got a little bit of a shroud that they sit in. So just clean that out, pop that back in, and then swap the cartridge over. Match it up to the one that I think it's going to be. But like I always say, always check the head fits in the spline. Some taps come with a massive amount of spline sort of cutouts on, and others come with a slightly different one. I think it's going to be that one, because I know for a fact I changed one the other week and I know they're the same. So CC8 that one is. Check it for the same height, which it is. Check the splines with the head and you should be well away. So let's get this one made back in, and we'll also do the hot one as well. So we've got the water back on, just tighten them in. I haven't put them on yet because I just want to make sure water's coming through. All right, that one, turn it off. Same with the hot, turn it off, and then obviously that's the hot side. That's the cold side. So now in the upright position, we can get them back on, get them tightened into place, like so. Round a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Get them tightened into position and job done. But yeah, swapped out 2 cartridges. Little Friday morning job. Right then, I just pulled up to a little, it's like a little industrial place out on a farm close to me, where they do loads of different things. There's car sales over there and meeting rooms and that here. But this little job is for a friend of mine. He's into catering, he's an award-winning chef, and he works from a little unit inside here where he does presentations for food. Now they've got a bit of an issue with the drainage in the kitchen, so I've come over to have a look and see what we can do with it, because it is a little bit all over the place at the minute. So let me take you in, show you exactly what's wrong with it. It's a job that we've got to plan out and be able to fit it in between their schedules and my schedules, so we'll take a look. Right then, this is the problem. We've got a fixed point under here. Through that wall is where the drain is going outside. So obviously the sinks are not a problem. It's this pipe that's coming off and obviously going down here, along the back of that water heater, around the back of this unit here, and it has to pick up the waste, or the sort of condensed waste that comes out of this oven. It goes into this ton dish here and then runs along. You can see clips have come off the wall. This is dropping down, so it's got to be clipped along the wall a lot better, and run around the back of this unit. All of this can come out. This is going to come out, that unit's going to come out, but it's where it comes along here, and we've got to get it in front of this water heater. There's no way going behind it because that's back to the wall. So again, we've got to get onto here, because that's our lowest point there. You can't do any drilling through the wall on this one. So that's what we're working with. At the minute, this is all just drooping down. So what I've got, just for the moment while I've called in today, I've just put that in there. We'll have a little tweak here in a minute, just to try and get it running a little bit better. But what in essence we've got to do is come off here. I'm going to do it rigid. I'm going to take all of this lot out, because there's a lot of mechanical joints here, and we all know that they'll just twist and spin on them anyway. But if we replace it with solvent fittings and glue it all together, it'll be a lot better. But running around the back there isn't going to be too much of a problem. We'll run new pipe work all the way round to that point there, It's just coming across the front there that's going to be the tricky bit, I think. We maybe going to have to, we can't drill into this, so we may have to put some rods with some Munson rings or something along the top. Not fixed, but just to hold this little bit up where it runs through the front. But yeah, always something a little bit different, but yeah, it's quite a cool place actually. Little commercial kitchen. So yeah, we're gonna make a list of everything we need, speak with Brett, see when we can get it in, because this place is used a lot of the time, so it's trying to work out time-wise how we're gonna do it. But yeah, this will be a nice little job when it comes up, replacing all this waste pipe running all around.